Hello everyone, I'm going to talk to you about a little eclipse magic today. We have a full solar eclipse on April 8th. Those happen on new moons, so we have some interesting energy to work with magically. A great type of magic to practice during this time is removal, banishing, compelling, bend over sort of energy. So, and this does not have to be for necessarily baneful workings, but it can be. It can be in general to remove self-sabotaging behavior or cyclical habits that you find that you have, or it can also just literally be to like banish somebody, something, a situation, anything like that. Because we have this sort of grounding energy with this fire energy, this is a great time for clearing and cutting and sort of manipulating and molding, because of those two things go hand in hand. When we want to manipulate and mold something, we also want to be very clear about what that is and about what its desired effects will be on. So this is traditional with a sort of, let's say, a current upgrade with a modern twist. Okay, you're going to need a paper to write your petition on. We are going to tear our edges because tearing the edges of your petition is a really old school trick, but it allows your energy to more easily infiltrate your paper. That is the idea of tearing the edges of your petition paper. That is something that is, like I said, an old school tip that I teach. So you need a torn piece of paper for your petition. You need a heat safe vessel. You are going to need something to light it on fire. You are going to need poppy seeds, just the poppy seeds you eat, and you're going to need a plate. And here is the current twist, the modern upgrade, a glue stick. So what you're going to start out with is, on your petition, you are going to write the name or adjectives or indicative words of what you are trying to bend or manipulate or compel. Now, like I said, this can be a name, this can be a self-sabotaging habit. Let me think of a couple. Okay, so I wrote a few on here that are common themes that I hear from clients. I wrote dependency, insecurity, and attachment. I hear a lot from my clients. There's a lot of videos out there about sort of like finding like your specific person, your SP, and manifesting your SP, and like obsession spells, and like manifesting, having relationships in the 4D, but you want them to exist in the 3D. And I just really, this is a great time to work on these types of things during the solar eclipse. And by these types of things, I mean getting away from these types of things. So what you really need to be working on right now is where those things are stemming from. Where is that sort of insecurity stemming from, to where you want somebody to have no other interests and no other life and pay no other attention to anything else but to you? Where is that dependency coming from, where you want somebody completely obsessed with you in a way to where they cannot have a healthy functioning life, where you have to be the complete soul center of attention? So that is not a healthy, that's not a healthy way to exist, okay? When you truly care about somebody and you really want to have a relationship here with them in this dimension, you will want them to have their own interests, and you will want them to be around other people that make them happy, and you will want them to have fulfilling hobbies and have a fulfilling career. And you should also want those things for yourself. If you are really wrapped up in the idea that a romantic relationship is going to complete you. I'm going to tell you that that is never going to be the truth. That is never going to be the truth. The things that will make you happiest and most secure and most confident are having control of your finances and control of your health. So just want to put those couple of things out there. So if you're struggling with these types of areas, this is a great compelling spell for you, because really you're kind of doing this on yourself and the self-sabotaging behaviors that you have gotten used to. The next thing we're going to do, that's where our little modern twist comes. I like to use the one that shows up purple so I can see what I'm doing here. We cross it off with the glue stick. We are covering it with poppy seeds, as these are a compelling component. I'll get more into that in a minute. It looks like this. Okay. We have a heat-safe vessel. Looks like this. You're going to do your release affirmations, your release prayers, your release petitions. It's more than just lighting it on fire. You're going to talk about what you are letting go. You're letting go of these self-sabotaging behaviors. You're letting go of the neediness to feel like you are the center of the attention, the, desire to make it so that other people are not necessarily happy. They're only happy when they're with you. If you're having any sort of intrusive, obsessive thoughts like this is a really great time to work on this. This is also a great time to work on it if you're having legal troubles, if you're having things like if you feel like you've been having trouble getting your resume looked at, and you keep trying to get in at this one place and you can't get it looked at, and you kind of want some compelling power there. If you're having custody or child support issues going on, if you have a coworker at work that makes things difficult for you, if you have a boss at work that makes things difficult for you, any other area where you need some compelling on other people, other situations, or like I said, for yourself. Now the next thing we do, we light. We let that releasing energy happen. We toss it in our heat safe vessel. Best done outside, so you don't have to breathe that smoke if you don't want to. And that is a super quick tip for working with this solar eclipse energy. So I'm going to be making some more videos about the solar eclipse energy and sort of where we're coming from with it and what to do with it. But this was just a fun, quick folk magic tip that I like to do around solar eclipses. If you want to add further herbs into this for bend over and compelling type energy, you're going to want to look at vining herbs. So things that would sort of wrap and strangle and compel and weave. Honeysuckle is the #1 ingredient in most bend over formulas. So you're going to look at things like honeysuckle, jasmine, bindweed, knotweed. Calamus root is another great one. Slippery elm bark is going to be a good one. Anything that produces sort of a swelling or gelatinous texture when used. Fenugreek swells really largely when it is submerged in water, so fenugreek would be a good one, especially if you're dealing with legal things. Oh, and guinea peppers, or they're also called guinea pepper seed or grains of paradise is what it's called. That's another great one to use for compelling work. So if you want to try this for this solar eclipse, it's a great time to do it. I'm also holding a service. If you have things you need to release, bad habits, people, just the general ickiness that you're trying to get rebalanced and grounded, join me for my service. Receive my free white hot clearing oil that I'm going to be making during this solar eclipse. The links are in my bio. I can't wait to work with you. As always, have a beautiful and blessed day, and stop by my site, shop.conjuredcardea.com.